Now guys, I don't know if you guys have been seeing the things that I've been seeing, but and you guys have to listen to this full video because I have to make a lot of points and there's nothing that's just one way. But if you guys have been seeing the things I've been seeing lately, there's a lot of older men, let's say 40 plus, that are warning younger men about marriage today. There's many older men, bro, that are thriving more than ever, living the single life. Because they've been married before and divorced. They're calling their ex-wives hyenas and everything else, bro. Like it's out there right now. It's going pretty crazy, but I'm not here to tell you guys not to get married. I'm not here to tell you guys exactly what to do. I'm just here to give you guys a heads up, because it seems as if majority of older men are warning the younger generation to be very careful about marriage, especially during these times, bro. Like, guys that are that old right now, like, you can only imagine right now. You can only imagine. And this video is not to put fear out there or to tell you guys what to do or to tell you guys to marry or not marry. It's just, like I said, it's a heads up. So just understand these things are actually happening today. And it looks like a lot of the world is going solo. It looks like a lot of the world is starting to see that, you know, I'm telling you guys, man, it's going to take a special person. It's going to take a special type of person to be able to live the rest of your life with. Something spectacular, something so good that y'all don't want to live without each other, because if it ain't that, bro, you're going to be better off single. I'm telling you, there's going to be that time that comes where y'all split up if it ain't something that special, because that it exists. It's just extremely rare. And yeah, majority of the situations you get yourself into with a female, the chances are it ain't gonna last. I mean, you guys watching this video right now, just look back at your own past. Look how many women you dealt with in your past, and look now. I mean, that's why it's going to take something special, because the littlest things, man, and people give up today, the littlest things that don't go right for somebody, for a woman, for whatever, and it seems like all hell just breaks loose. Like, you literally have to have everything in common. Y'all have to have the same belief system. If you have a female in your life that you're walking around on eggshells on, I mean, people stay in those relationships and it's just miserable. I don't want to feel restricted in my own home. I don't want to feel restricted anytime. I just don't. That's not the way life is supposed to be. You're not supposed to feel like you're under some boa constrictor or some shit. It's not supposed to be that way. I mean, it's a female, bro. Like, are you gonna let something like that slow you down or make you walk around on eggshells? It's just not even right. And what's crazy is some guys are in marriages like that and they always end up divorcing, and then they start to warn the younger people about it. Bro, I couldn't be in a situation like that for 5 seconds, let alone 5 to 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Not possible. That's why you want someone you're on the same page with. Y'all share similarities. Y'all share the same mindsets and beliefs, and you communicate strongly, and it keeps going that way. that's what you want, that's what you need. And other than that, you should probably be single, because there's some pretty girls out there you just could have fun with. There's some guys out there for you ladies you could have some fun with. And honestly, if you don't click that much with someone, you probably should just do that. Or nothing. Whatever you think. Could you live with somebody? Is that the answer? Because majority of women I've ever come across in my life, it was a hard no. A hard no. Could you ever live with this person? No, I could not. So why even bother? Why even date them? Why even spend time and your time investing into them? I only get more strict with my time personally. Like more strict as the time keeps going on. And I like to give my time to people who matter, and less of my time to people, and you guys should all be the same way, who just, I don't know. You can only give so much time to certain people as well. I mean, I could have my small circle, a lot of you could have your small circle, and we could have acquaintances and stuff like that around, but other than that, small circles are the way to go. And make sure everyone in it is solid, because if not, things is going to get bad at some point. But I'm just telling you guys, for those of you guys that ain't seeing what's going on right now all over the internet, there's so many older men, 40 plus, even some in their 30s, who is warning the new generation of men about marriage. How true colors show right after the ink is done, right after the ink dries. And that's why you want to make sure. And even in the process of making sure, you want to make sure you don't sign no papers that's going to put you in a position where you could lose a whole lot of stuff. You ain't doing it. No chance. You really never know who you're dealing with until you know who you're dealing with, bro. Like, it's going to take a time to see every side of somebody, and you don't want to be quick to just choose some partner in this current world and think in a naive way that it's just going to work out because y'all just got married. You can wait, bro. You can wait. You can be patient. You can let time go on and figure things out, and that's the way it has to be today. No such thing anymore as picking your girl and flying into a marriage, because you'll be flying to the end of your life if you do that today. Used to not be this bad, but it is now, and that's why so many older men who made these mistakes and married too quick. And it doesn't mean it happens to every man. It's just there's lots that it does happen to, especially today. They're warning the youth. They're warning all young people about it, about marriage. Like, women initiate 85% of divorces. Women are the ones that are usually given up if the littlest things don't benefit them. So men are far more likely to stay put and try to work things out, and women could find any excuse in the book to just end things because she wants to. So before you guys want to pick up that pen or whatever and sign, you might want to think twice. And you might want to think about 100 times over about the partner you're currently with, and really, really understand, because most people you pick, bro, just look back at your past. Like, Just look back. Most people you've picked, it didn't work. And it does just take one. But that one, you want to make sure of. Y'all both want to make sure of it. Not do something too fast, too quick, too soon. Get to know each other and communicate some hard conversations. Have those hard conversations early. Forget the honeymoon stage. Forget about you trying to act perfect and put on this perfect image. Forget about her trying to act perfect and put on this perfect image. Have the hard conversations straight out the gate. No time wasted. Let's talk some real stuff. Let's see who you are. Let's see your trigger points. Let's see if I get triggered. Let's see who's triggered. Let's see what I can say. And it's not that you're trying to trigger them. It's that, can you guys start to talk about some truth so you can see certain sides to them whenever you are talking about harder things to hear. Truths of this world, truths of what you want in a partner, truths of what they want in a partner. Because a lot of people, bro, they just put all that stuff behind. They don't want to even bring it up. And they just act so perfect towards each other. And all of a sudden, time's going on. And their true colors start to show. Instead of talking about the harder things quick. Which will save you a lot of time. And your relationship, your marriage even. Can you even talk to the woman you're with about real stuff? Or is she more so in fantasy world? She wants you. She wants certain things that you have. She wants to be your partner. But can you talk to her about some real stuff? Can you question her on things? Can y'all get deep in a conversation like that? Or is she going to try to get out of it? Try to deflect? She's not okay with what's being said. You get yourself a female like that, bro, you better run, boy. You better run, boy. Or you got a real one on your hands where you can talk about anything. Anything. You can talk about anything to that person. And it goes over well. They don't get triggered, you don't get triggered, and y'all's really real with each other. And it's going to build chemistry. And it's going to build trust to be able to talk about those things in the first place. And you see how they react to those things. What's it going to be? People like to just act fake in relationships nowadays, straight out the gate, and it's just this act of innocence and stuff and but you can't have any real hard conversations with them. Those are people you want to avoid at all costs. At all costs, bro. If I look back at the worst relationships, dates I've ever been in, whenever I was younger, that's kind of how things went with my past ex. It's like we both feel this love, lust type stuff towards each other, and it's just like everything's so fine and dandy and flowers blossoming everywhere. It doesn't exist, but it's what you feel, and you don't really know much about the world until you start to experience what people are actually like and what relationships are actually like. You didn't experience anything. You thought you knew the person just by the way the chemistry was up front. And it's not fully who they are. You didn't see every side of them. You saw the best thing. And just imagine after that, the worst is coming after that. If you've seen the best, you can only see the other worst things coming. You know what I'm saying? So that's what a lot of people do when they hype everything up and nobody wants to talk about real stuff. And that's what I suggest doing with anyone. And if you're afraid, I don't want to say this to them, I don't want to say that to them, then it's probably not the one. Just imagine what's going to happen later on. And do you want to be the dummy that's walking around in eggshells? Oh my God, I can't say this. Oh, well, I can't do this to my wife. And you're just stuck. You can't even breathe in your own home. You're just walking on eggshells. Oh my God. Well, I have to take a piss at a certain time, and I got to be out of the bathroom pretty fast because she wants my attention, and can't do nothing with the boys tonight, and can't play golf today because whatever reason, and just whatever. Do you guys want that? No man alive is going to say, yes, I want that. No man wants that. So whatever female you're dealing with, bro, this is my advice to you guys. I'm not telling you guys to not get married. I'm not telling you guys to get married. I'm telling you guys to scope out the partner that you're dealing with. Have hard conversations with them. Know what you're doing. Know what you're talking about. And if you don't, you have more work to do yourself. You have to know exactly who you are as a man. She has to know exactly who she is as a woman, at least close. And y'all have to talk about some real stuff. And be on the same page. Nothing's triggering. No one's going crazy. Y'all's fine with whatever's being said because it's real. On top of that, y'all's physically attracted to each other. On top of that, y'all don't get bored of each other. Y'all's communication's on point. Everything's just on point. If you can get yourself in a situation like that, which is rare to have all these things going, on top of having the real conversations and the hard conversations quick, and y'all can keep it together, y'all can go from a very harsh, rough conversation when y'all's keeping it cool in the midst of it to laughing and going crazy the next second with each other. That is rare. And if you can find that, you might have something real. Maybe you could marry somebody like that as long as things are consistent over a longer period of time. Maybe you could. But other than that, you don't want to marry no woman, bro, with all these problems, with all these issues, with all that baggage. And she just wants to make life what she wants to make it. Fantasy world, not reality. Fantasy. You're a part of her fantasy. Do you want to be the little clown dangling around at a part of her fantasy? Guys, think about how crazy that is. I went to high school with some friends, and they're currently living the fantasy life of their fiance. They look stupid, bro. Look, some of the pictures they're in, it's like dressed this guy up like a pumpkin. Like, bro, you think that guy wants to dress up like a pumpkin? I know who that guy used to be. It's not who he is. But he's a part of his woman's fantasy. And it's not just that situation that tells me that. I know things, and I'm going to leave it at that. But yeah, you don't want that life where the woman's running everything and it's what I think, it's what I want. Like, you don't want that, bro. Like, you got to be a certain type. You got to be a certain way as a man to even make her happy, and you lose yourself. Because it's not who you are. You're not hardwired to be that way. Eventually, it's going to come crashing down because you're going to be living in such pity. You're going to be living in such a miserable state, just living so many years of your life to try to make her happy. Everything's going to come crashing down. She's not even going to like you no more because you changed. You changed for her, bro. Oh my God, you changed for her. You did everything she wanted you to do. And now look at yourself. You let a woman lead you, brother, she's going to lead you straight to hell, boy. You have to live and breathe your own life as a man. You have to let it be known. You have to let your woman understand this. And it's not that you don't spend time with her. It's not that you don't give her attention and talk to her and y'all have good times and stuff. It doesn't have anything to do with that. But you need your time as a man. You shouldn't be walking on eggshells. You should feel the same that you've always felt your whole life, like the way you built yourself up as you keep going on in the relationship or marriage with a woman. You should not feel any different. You should feel strong. You should feel masculine. You should feel confident. You should feel like your damn self. Not being a certain way and walking around in eggshells. Oh, marriage. This is what it is. It's not what it is. Those men get brainwashed into thinking that's how it is. And it ends up being fatal. So y'all have to wake up, and that's what I'm here to do. I'm not telling you to get married, to not get married. You can do whatever you want, but just I'm here to help you make sure what to do and what not to do. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. I'll see y'all at the top. Subscribe to the channel.